Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the Port Adelaide versus Gold Coast game, going through how it was a really weird fantasy game, very low scoring. I mean, there was a 104 top and a couple of 103s and 100, a 90 and a couple of 80s. That was basically it, and it didn't look like anyone was actually going to get to the ton except for a last quarter blitz by some players. So before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, Rosie top score for Port with a 103. As I said, a 30-point last quarter. Pretty sure Noah Anderson did something similar, 26. Akin a 37, so he came from the clouds. And then, I mean, Witts was up there, 21. And Miller actually slowed down a little bit. So, yeah, Rosie, 103, pretty good. And yeah, he looks like a pick to have. What about Miller? Miller's probably there or thereabouts to grab as well. So if you wanted to grab him, you probably could. I mean, Miller is 844. I think you can wait a week with Miller. And honestly, I'll probably just replace Keys with Miller and swap those two around, to be honest with you. Or replace and get Crouch to someone or someone else. It might be that, or I might wait a week with and get rid of Harry Himmelberg and get him up to someone with Windhager, as I think that's a possibility as well. So that's sort of what I'm looking at, as Windhager should be able to get me up to basically Sicily. If Windhager does well, then I can get Harry Himmelberg up to Sicily, and that would be huge. I might even be able to use Noah Long and get them up, but I don't think that will happen. But if I could, or Campbell Chesser, that would be pretty good if I could use them to get up to Sicily from Himmelberg, as that is the plan next week, and then get Butters from Darcy Cameron as well, and then probably upgrade Keys, I think, in a couple weeks' time. I think that's the plan, and pretty much go with what everyone else has gotten at the moment, but I'm sure someone else will pop up in the meantime, and then I can go with them. But it's just finding those forwards and those defenders to really get those top six, as I think I've got the top five here, and if Dunkley returns, I've got the top five here. It's just sorting out that F6 and D6. And then also I think Tom Green's a worry at the moment. But I think the midfielders I've got at the moment are pretty good. So, and I could always get Touk instead of the likes of Steele. But I think Steele is the better choice at the moment. Wines scored 87, fell away in the last. Butters came alive in the second half for a 64, which was just annoying, because if he'd scored a 50 or 60 rather than an 80, I think I would have jumped a lot. But then again, he did score an 80, still under 100 average for the year. So he's just trotting along. I just hope he doesn't go in another patch of like 5 games for 130 odd. Finlayson 79, Farrell 77, Dixon 77. Houston, Boak, Burne-Jones, Burton, Marshall, these guys all went low. So, and it was just a really weird game because no one else did anything. I mean, Williams has seemed like he's topped out at 572, sorry. So he's also topped out as a rookie, but I doubt many people actually have him. Bergman, Jones, Horne-Francis. Horne-Francis again, a 37. What is going on with him? He kicked even a goal and still only got 37. I'm just waiting for that explosion next year. He's going to be priced, I reckon, around that 65, 70 mark. So he's going to be priced around about that 600k. And whether 600k can get him, whether you can actually find value out of that, is going to be interesting with what's going on with him. McEntee, Narkle, and McKenzie as well. And then we go over to Gold Coast, and it was Noah Anderson, 104. He's looked all right. Atkins, 103. Quite annoying because he's putting out scores now. But that sub appearance would have killed anything. And I would have logically probably gotten rid of him anyway this week. with that high break even. Wits 100. He's looked all right, but not obviously the best ruckman. Miller 97 came back strong, and as we see here with that third quarter, if that was any type of normal third quarter, he probably would have gone 110, 115, and he would have actually been the top scorer for the game and would have looked really good to pick up. Casbolt 88, he looked really good in the first quarter, kicking 2 goals, it looks like here. And then in the last, he also kicked 2, so he ended up with 4 in the game. Rowell disappointing again. McPherson, another disappointing display. He looks like just an 80s guy, so that was probably one of my bad picks of the year and really made that gaping hole, as he probably cost me almost 200 points to anyone else. Flanders, Fiorini, Powell as well. So the Gold Coast guys have stuffed me over pretty much. Powell cost me a little bit. Weller's just dropping in price massively. Ainsworth, Lukosius, Ellis, Holman, Humphrey, again, another rookie that's starting to really drop in price, so you need to get off of him as quickly as possible. Ballard, Paul O'Rea, Swallow, Collins, Farah, McAndrew, and King got injured early. I don't know if it was like his brother. I don't know if he was the one who did his shoulder, and I don't know if they both did their shoulder. I knew one of them did. I think it was the Max King that did his shoulder, but I'm not 100% sure what Ben King did. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see whether that's season ending or not. I haven't really been keeping up. But again, another short video. I don't remember much of what happened in these games. I think I was out for this game as well. So I didn't necessarily watch it. And yeah, that's why this is going to be a short video, as well as this being recorded on a Tuesday. So I don't really remember much from the game anyway. So that's the video, and I'll see you guys in the next recap. And we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.